Hi, my name's Ivan Van Norman, and this is a quick overview of Scythe. Now, Scythe by Stonemaier Games is set in an alternate history 1920s universe. Abundant with resources and a monument only known as the Factory, this world has been ravaged by a great war, and you must take your faction in order to lead it to victory. Now, Scythe is yet another 4X game that we are exploring in this series. That is, your goal is to expand, explore, exploit, and exterminate in order to earn enough wealth and reputation to win the game. Now, this board is filled with hexagonal territories laying out the locations of resources, and the player who achieves the most amount of coins, wealth, by the end of the game will be declared the winner. This game also includes some very intuitive player mats that make gameplay much more streamlined. Now, first, let's talk about player setup. Now, every player is given a faction and a player mat at random. Both will be placed before you, where you'll divulge a number of starting items: combat cards, objective cards, your power token, popularity points, and coins. Now, your mech miniatures will be placed on this faction card, which when purchased will reveal unique unlockable abilities where they are deployed onto the main board. Now, your player mat is where you will take actions for each round. Next, the board setup. Now, your character mini, which matches your faction, is placed on the faction's designated home base, and 2 workers are placed into each adjoining territory. Now, important concept, any territory that you have a unit on of any kind is controlled by you, and any territory that you have a building on is controlled by you, unless an opposing faction's unit occupies that same territory. And make sure that when you place the board that you put an encounter token on each one of these matching symbols. Next, place these wooden cubes on the player mat, and each one will represent a locked upgrade, technology, or additional workers that, when unlocked, will move to the bottom of the mat, making some actions cheaper as the game progresses. Now, there are 4 sections on each one of the player mats, and each includes a top row action and a bottom row action that you can complete. Now, first turn goes to the lowest number indicated on their player mat. Then each turn will be taken clockwise after that. You have 4 options during your turn, being the 4 sections on each one of the player mats. There again is the top row action, which are each in a different order on the mat, and then the bottom row actions, which have a slightly different cost or benefit depending on which mat you have. Some of the top row actions will include moving your units. This enables you to expand your reach, enabling you to collect more resources or attack other players to claim a valuable territory or resource. To further incentivize you, there are these encounter tokens, which spread out evenly on the territory that, when your hero or mech enters, allows you to draw an encounter card and choose or gain a benefit from a list of possible roleplay choices. Trading, which allows you to pay 1 money for 2 different resources of your choice. Produce, which allows all territories with all of your workers on them to produce its designated resource. And Bolster, pay $1 in order to gain combat power, or combat cards, which assist you in, you guessed it, combat. Now, the bottom row actions allow you to pay resources in order to gain a major benefit inside of the game, such as pay oil. You can gain an upgrade. Now, upgrades will remove a technology cube on your playmat, which blocked benefit slots, and then place them on open payment slots on the bottom actions. And how you choose and where you choose to put them is up to you, but basically upgrading allows you to lower the cost of a bottom action in order to increase the benefit of a top action. Pay metal allows you to deploy a mech. Although mechs are menacing to look at and may be used to intimidate other factions or to initiate combat, their best purpose is to transport multiple workers at a time from one territory to another. This efficient mode of transportation increases the efficiency of which you use your move units section on the mat. Pay wood allows you to build a structure. There are 4 possible structures that unlock bonuses of their own throughout the game, but also serve a purpose of controlling a territory when you have no units present. They also provide a bonus to end game scenarios that you play specifically to satisfy the requirements of a structure bonus tile available to all players. And finally, pay food. Enlist a recruit. Recruits start off by blocking sections on your player mat. When they are revealed, you gain the benefit of that slot every time you or another player use that bottom section action on their player map. You also get a one-time benefit for moving them over. So, how do you combat? Well, you found yourself in a tiff with your neighbor, and at any moment you or another character's mech or mini could move into your faction's territory. If that happens, what do you do? Well, everyone's combat power is on display here, but each player has a rotary dial where they will secretly decide how much, max up to 7, power they wish to bid on this combat. Now, either player may choose to use one of their combat cards, which will benefit them, and places that under the rotary dial to be revealed at the same time. Now, after the reveal, simple or no math is done, and the one who bid the most amount of power wins. After, both sides will spend that combat power, but the winner takes the territory and the resources. The loser places all of the units that were occupying that territory back onto their home base. Now, there's obviously lots of options to win this game, but having goals in mind is key to ending the game with as many potential coins as possible. When your goals are accomplished, you place one of your 6-star tokens on the game board. The first person to place their 6-star token triggers the immediate end game, and then all coins are tallied up. Here are the goals that you're shooting for. Now remember, you only need 6 different goals, some of which you can double stack on, in order to unlock the end game and start tallying coins based on your reputation. Complete all 6 upgrades, deploy all 4 mechs, build all 4 structures, enlist all 4 recruits, have all 8 workers on the board, revealed a completed objective card, win combat, win another combat, have 18 popularity, or have 16 power. Now, after the 6th star is placed, coins are handed out on multiples based on your popularity. And at the end of the game, for each star that you've placed, each territory you control, and every 2 resources you have on the board. Coins on hand are added, and additional coins if you've divvied up any places and structures as instructed on the structure bonus tile, which is randomly selected from the deck during setup. And that is a quick overview of Scythe. If you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below. We'd love to hear more about games you'd like to see on the show, or how to make this show better. If you'd like to see this game played live, make sure to check out Game the Game every Thursday on twitch.tv/Geek and Sundry, where we roll dice and play nice with our fellow friends and gamers. Until then, take care.